Have you ever been going about your day, maybe tidying up the kitchen, relaxing in the living room, or brushing your teeth, when suddenly you notice an insect that wasn't there before? Not just any insect, but one that seems to grab your attention in a strangely specific way. Maybe a single bee buzzes around your window with no hive in sight, or a trail of ants suddenly appears, marching in perfect formation. It's easy to dismiss these moments as random, just part of everyday life. But what if they weren't random at all? What if the appearance of that small creature wasn't a coincidence, but a signal, a sign meant just for you, urging you to pause, pay attention, and reflect? You see, nature speaks to us more often than we realize, not with words, but through symbols, feelings, and unexpected encounters. Insects, as small as they are, have long been seen as messengers, not just biologically important, but spiritually significant. Their sudden appearance might be the universe or something greater, whispering guidance into your world. I know it might sound a little unusual at first, but let's explore this idea with an open mind. Modern science, especially quantum physics, has uncovered a beautiful and mysterious truth. Everything around us is made up of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. What seems solid is in fact a swirling dance of particles in space. You, me, the chair you're sitting on, even the tiniest insect, are all part of this interconnected energetic matrix. And within this invisible field, something extraordinary happens. Observation shapes reality. Simply noticing something has the power to shift what's possible. So when an insect appears unexpectedly, not as part of a swarm or infestation, but as a single, noticeable presence, it may be carrying a message meant specifically for you. You've probably felt it before, that strange sensation that something's trying to get your attention, even if you can't explain why. Let's dig a little deeper. In ancient cultures, insects were seen as more than just pests. They were sacred symbols. In ancient Greece, bees were believed to be divine messengers. In Native American traditions, ants were honored for their unity and resilience. Across many spiritual teachings, all creatures, no matter how small, are carriers of wisdom from beyond the physical realm. Take the bee, for instance. You're sitting at home, and out of nowhere a single bee flies in. No hive nearby, no jar of honey on the counter, just one bee drifting through your space like it has a purpose. That's not mere chance. It's symbolic. Bees represent purpose, discipline, and the miracle of creation. They work tirelessly for their community, pollinate the earth, and bring life into bloom. When a bee enters your space, it's a reminder that your own dreams, the ones you've been quietly and consistently working on, are preparing to blossom. Think of your home as a flower getting ready to open. Even if you don't yet see signs of abundance, the bee, its presence reflects progress that's still unfolding, a subtle message. Keep going. You're closer than you think. And it's not just bees. Ants carry powerful symbolism too, but their meaning depends on how they arrive and even what color they are. Black ants are often a symbol of encouragement. Their steady march through your home is like a nod from the universe, honoring your hard work and urging you to keep moving forward. It's an invisible high five, a quiet acknowledgement that your persistence is being seen and appreciated. Red ants, however, carry a different energy. Their appearance may be a warning, not one of fear, but awareness. They're a sign that something needs your attention. Perhaps there's conflict on the horizon. Maybe you're moving too fast. Red ants teach caution, strategy, and patience. They invite you to slow down and allow things to unfold in their own time. Then there's the ladybug, a beloved symbol across cultures. Just think about how you feel when you see one. That bright red shell, those tiny black dots. There's something almost magical, even childlike about it. And that's the point. Ladybugs are symbols of joy, protection, and gentle reassurance. They're reminders that you are being looked after, even when you can't see who's watching. Their presence is like a soft kiss from the cosmos, a quiet whisper that good things are coming your way and blessings are already on the move. In many traditions, ladybugs are considered lucky, but not just any kind of luck. It's the kind that arrives when your energy is aligned with something higher. They remind you that life isn't only about effort and control. It's also about surrender, grace, and trust. When one lands on you or flutters by, it's a perfect moment to make a wish, set an intention, or simply express gratitude for what's ahead. And here's something even more enchanting. When two ladybugs appear together, the symbolism deepens. Across spiritual traditions, the sight of two ladybugs is seen as a doubling of blessings. It's a sign that abundance is approaching more quickly than you imagined, and that the path you're on is beginning to bloom in unexpected ways. Whether it's one ladybug or many, the message stays the same. You are supported. Invisible forces are aligning in your favor. Whether you believe in angels, spirit guides, or the loving presence of ancestors, their wisdom is always nearby, and sometimes it reveals itself in small magical moments, like the flight of a ladybug pair. Now let's talk about a sound that often fades into the background, the soft, rhythmic chirping of crickets. It may seem like background noise, but if you've ever truly listened, there's a calm, sacred quality to their song. It's not just a sound. It feels like a message, a lullaby from nature, reminding you to slow down and breathe. Crickets carry deep symbolic meaning in many cultures. Their appearance indoors isn't usually considered a nuisance. It's a spiritual sign, a sign that your ancestors or spirit guides are drawing near. Their message: you are not alone. You are seen, loved, and supported by those who came before you. Their chirping becomes a spiritual nod, a soft whisper from beyond the veil, saying, we're here, we hear you, we care. In ancient traditions, crickets are also seen as protectors of the home. Their song clears stagnant energy and invites clarity and peace. When they sing at night, it's a reminder to reconnect with your inner voice, the one that often gets lost in daily chaos. Their presence helps realign you with your purpose and intuition. But not all insect visits feel so peaceful. Take the fly, for example. When a fly buzzes persistently around you, especially when there's no food or trash to attract it, it can be irritating. But what if it holds meaning too? Flies are often drawn to areas of imbalance. Energetically, they reflect emotional exhaustion, stress, or stagnation. Their arrival may be a signal that your inner world needs attention. You might be burning out, pushing too hard, or neglecting your emotional needs. The fly, annoying as it is, can serve as a spiritual alarm, a message to pause, rest, and if it shows up with no obvious trigger, ask yourself, am I overwhelmed? Am I emotionally drained? Take the fly's visit as a reminder to recharge before life forces you to. And then there's one of the most mesmerizing insects of all, the dragonfly. Graceful, quick, and almost otherworldly, dragonflies carry deep spiritual meaning. Their shimmering wings and ability to hover effortlessly in the air make them unforgettable, but their message goes far beyond appearance. The word dragonfly is connected to the Latin root for Libra, the symbol of balance, and that's what they represent: harmony between stillness and motion, reflection and action, change and clarity. Dragonflies begin life in water and eventually take flight, a powerful metaphor for personal growth and transformation. They symbolize the journey from emotional depth to freedom, from the old self to the new. They invite us to let go of what no longer serves, to move through change with grace, and to trust the unseen process of becoming. If a dragonfly appears in your space, it's more than a rare encounter. It's a spiritual message. You are evolving. In Japanese legend, dragonflies were even said to protect emperors, seen as divine guardians. Their darting movement mirrors the flow of intuition and thought. They remind us to live authentically, to move with the current of life rather than resist it, and to seek truth beneath the surface. Keeping a dragonfly image nearby, in art, jewelry, or memory, is said to invite clarity, transformation, and inner balance. It reminds us that even amid chaos, life unfolds with purpose, and often, the changes that unsettle us most are the very ones leading us toward freedom. So whether it's a ladybug bringing joy, a cricket offering comfort, a fly calling for rest, or a dragonfly signaling transformation, remember, these are not just random visitors. They're part of a greater conversation, one between you and the universe, a dialogue that speaks not in words, but through symbols, energy, and presence. And as you learn to listen, something beautiful begins to happen. Life feels more connected, the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the smallest creature becomes a messenger, reminding you that you are never truly walking alone.